Maybe living somewhere colder, getting used to pavement under feet. These'll be our good old days, all the scenes that we'll replay before we scattered in the rain. They say you can't go home again. They say you can't go home again.
I took a religious studies course actually on accident. I didn't mean to sign up for it, but I went the first day. I said, you know, why not? And it ended up becoming my minor. I just absolutely loved it.
My major now is my 5th major, so I've already changed my major 4 or 5 times.
I took all different kinds of things because I'm really interested in a lot of different stuff. But my 2nd year here, I was in a public policy class, and I was in it for about a week before I changed my major to public policy.
Take advantage of what Carolina has to offer. It has so many organizations, clubs, people, resources, great faculty.
So I was in an intro-level religious studies class with Professor Safi, but I sent him an email just because I was really interested in the things he had to say, and I got coffee with him. He didn't offer regular office hours, but it was the first time that I had met with a professor, and he was so nurturing.
I would say that going abroad was probably one of the most formative experiences of my time at Carolina. It gave me an opportunity to explore who I was and who I wanted to become by taking a step outside of the very sheltered atmosphere of Carolina.
Because I was focused on what I was learning and wanted to learn what I was learning, the grades kind of followed.
You're not just reading to read, you're not just studying to study, you're not just writing to write, but you're writing for a reason.
Once I realized that, okay, this is not high school anymore, grades matter, but if I don't get a 4.0, it's not going to be the end of the world. And so I just kind of focused on myself and kind of getting more personal development. I
met a lot of people who I could definitely tell had a lot more academic experience than I did. And at first I was intimidated by that, and I later learned that that was the greatest thing about Carolina. No matter who you're surrounded by, you have an opportunity to learn something from them.
I came into UNC not knowing how to study because I never had to study in high school. So coming here, realizing that I need to learn how to study, taking hard classes that I've never been exposed to before, it was very challenging. It's okay to ask for help, and the sooner I realized that, the sooner that I found myself getting better with like academics. Me, in order, if I'm like stressing with school or I've just been studying too long, I go to art as like a form of self-expression. I do photography. Just find something that you like doing and just do it.
I like doing graphics, I like recording videos.
I play sports.
I like editing videos. I like event planning.
But UNC has an awesome ultimate program, and they've been a huge part of my life on campus. They really made me feel welcome, and they really gave me a family here.
I like music, I like dancing.
I actually got very involved spring semester of my freshman year, but even fall semester, trying to get my feet wet as early as possible.
I like food, I like a lot. Whatever you're interested in, there's something that you can find, and that's where I feel at home.
I think that I felt at home at Carolina when I started feeling at home in the Chapel Hill community, like getting involved outside of the campus community. Like we live in a greater town, and that's just as important.
I am a varsity Carolina athlete. I play field hockey here. All these dreams of like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so big. You know, I'm gonna be one of those people that you walk through the pit and you never recognize anyone. Now I like can't walk through without saying hi to 5 people, and I think that's so cool.
I was really intimidated, especially by meeting new people.
You know, my very first day here, my RA kind of rounded us up on hall, and I was a first year, so I was definitely really afraid.
I was living in Cobb dorm, and I remember that I used to stay in my room, and I wouldn't go out of my room until I make sure it's quiet and nobody's outside. Like even when I had to go to the bathroom, I would wait until it's like silent outside first.
But she took us out to Sunset Serenade to see all of the a cappella groups perform for the first time, and just being out on the quad, seeing so many people you know, that were here that would come out on the first day, it was really surreal.
I had been looking for someone to play guitar with and sing, and a friend who I knew in the class above me introduced me to one of his friends who he knew played guitar and sang. We went and sat in the pit and just played guitar and sang songs for an hour or two, and we've been doing it ever since.
When I started Carolina, I thought it was going to be this perfect place because that's what everybody had always told me. And I got here and it was completely different from what I was used to. This place is huge. I was really shy, so I didn't really do anything my first semester except go to class. I was determined to make it better. So I realized that my major was not working for me. So once I changed my major, it opened a lot of doors for me just because I enjoyed what I was doing. For my junior year, I was a JV basketball manager. I wasn't stressing so much over grades anymore because I had so much other stuff that I was doing that I really enjoyed. I guess my freshman year, I was kind of trying to do things that I thought would look good on a resume. But it's really important to do what you're really interested in. It's an indescribable feeling once you have found your place.
There have been so many moments where I've been freaking out about if I'm going to succeed, if I'm going to have a good and bright future, and then I walk past the old well and I just look at how beautiful it is, and I know that everything is going to be okay, and I'm at the right spot and everything will fall into place like it needs to. It was beautiful outside and it was basketball season and it just really started to feel like home.
Basically, I've never felt so connected to a place before.
You'll find every kind of person at UNC, and they all find like a niche, like a home here, and they find people and subjects and just content that's really interesting to them, and that's really, when you first get here, you don't really know that. You don't really know that this is going to be your home, but it ends up.
Carolina is perfect once you find your Carolina. Everybody isn't the same, and everybody doesn't do the same things. So you really have to find your place here, and it will be perfect eventually.
Must be Carolina, find us all how we ought to be. Must be Carolina.